How's it going, everybody? I'm back again for to get back to, in Ricky speak, the Blu-ray collection overview. So I did my DVD collection overview. I talked about all of the DVDs, the TV on DVD, the movie DVD set, multi-movie DVD sets, and the movies and whatnot. I talked about every DVD pretty much that I own. There are a few others that I didn't talk about, but they weren't like official releases or anything like that to my recollection. Like maybe a few of them were, but yeah, whatever. They weren't like in proper boxes and stuff like that, so I don't want to mention them. But I did want to mention a few things that I forgot about. First of all, as you notice, better quality than the last few videos I did these on because I'm using my new camera. Second, the last video I did in this series was the A Blu-ray section. And there was one that I missed, and there are a few to add into that section now that I have done all my Blu-ray updates for Black Friday. So the one that I forgot in that section was An American Tail. How could I forget one of my favorite movies? But yeah, I missed it. It was right next to me the whole time, and I completely forgot it. I am a horrible fan of this movie because it's such a great movie, and it's a pretty damn good quality transfer. We've been waiting for this in proper widescreen format for quite a while, to my knowledge. It never even came to DVD in widescreen. So this is the Blu-ray widescreen edition at the very least, even though I think there are some changes that were made to this cut. Unnecessary changes at that, but they don't really affect too badly the story or anything else. It's just, slight variations in voice acting and whatnot, and really there was no reason for them, and I understand that a lot of people are upset about that, but I honestly was like, meh. Like, when it came right down to it, I just wanted to have it on Blu-ray. I was willing to do anything I had to do, and I got it for my birthday, so An American Tail on Blu-ray! Yay! Anyway, next up, we have 3 movies that I got for Black Friday that I'm adding to my A section. The Amazing Spider-Man, if you want my thoughts on that, go check out my Black Friday video. Anchorman, again, check out my Black Friday video. And Act of Valor, again, check out my Black Friday video. I don't want to spend all day talking about those when this video is supposed to be about the B section. So anyways, let's move on to the B section, shall we? First off, we have Back to the Future, the Back to the Future trilogy. This is the original box set that everyone hated because it came all in some pretty weird packaging that was not much appreciated. We're glad to finally have the movies, and I got it for $15, so I couldn't complain too much, but they had this thing going on where one DVD behind another DVD, or Blu-ray behind another Blu-ray. And these were where the digital copies were, and I just took them out because I didn't like them. And I felt like it looked a lot more spiffy to have like a little bit of the background of the movie posters for each movie showing behind the actual Blu-rays than to cover that up with a stupid digital copy that nobody cares about. So I just tossed the digital copies. I don't care. And yeah, now I have the movies proper, looking pretty damn fancy on Blu-ray. Alright, come on, get back in the box. Come on. It never wants to get back in the box. It never does, because it's like, this is stupid. And I'm like, I know. But just get back in the box. Go back to your home. Are you too good for your home? Alright. There we go. B. Next up for the B section, we have Badlands. This is a great movie. It's a Criterion, you might have noticed. Great movie from Terrence Malick. It was the first Terrence Malick movie I ever saw, to my recollection. And I saw it in a film class for the first time, and I was told, like, this came before Natural Born Killers and was essentially about the same two characters, two real-life characters. So, yeah, if you've ever wanted to know about, like, you know, if you ever wanted to see Natural Born Killers before Natural Born Killers, starring Martin Sheen and Sissy Spacek, then this is definitely one you need to see, and it's quite a good movie. I absolutely loved it watching it in the film class, and I've watched it a couple times since then, so of course had to get the Blu-ray Badlands, the Criterion Collection. The only thing I don't like about this is the way that it kind of looks here. It looks more like an action movie on the inside, when this I feel like is much better representation of what to expect. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Next up, we have Bad Santa. Talked about this in my Black Friday overview video, so I'm probably not going to spend too much time talking about this in this video. However, glad to have it. This has the unrated director's cut, the unrated version and the director's cut on it. This is the newer version, but I do not believe anything has changed about it from the older versions. It's just a re-release, essentially. So, yeah. Although this does come with a UV code. So, worth noting if you're into that stuff. Next up, we have a steelbook. We've got Batman. Oh, yeah. Batman steelbook. When I saw these steelbooks come out, I knew I had to have it because, like, these logo, like the original Batman movie poster and everything here, going on here, it's not entirely the original movie poster or anything like that, but, you know, it's got the original logo going on here, and it just looked really great. And I knew when I saw that that's what they were doing with the anthology, and with the other releases like the digibook and stuff like that. Like the digibook, I was like, that's nice, I might get that. But when I saw this, I knew, just because of how amazing it looked as a steelbook, like, I had to have it. I had to have it this way. So, yeah. And the back looks like that. Here's the spine. And then you open it up, and I stuffed in the back insert thing in here because I have issues. Probably didn't need to do that. Probably take it out at this point. But anyway, that's Batman. Well, that'll do for Batman. Trying to straighten up the stuff over here. Next up, we have another steelbook that is Batman related. Batman Begins. How can you go wrong with Batman Begins? This is one of the original steelbooks, to my recollection, for Batman Begins. I got it for $5 on sale, so I figured, why not? I already had it on Blu-ray, but for $5 to get the steelbook, I figured that's a pretty good deal. You usually aren't able to find something like that on a steelbook. So, yeah. Oh, and this one apparently comes with a UV code. I don't know if I've used this or not, or if anybody else has. If I've offered it and somebody else used it, I don't remember. But yeah, very simple insides here. Nothing much to write home about, but very nice cover for a steelbook. Very nice. And we have yet another steelbook to talk about. another Batman. Batman Returns. Of course, if I've got Batman, I've got to have Batman Returns. And that's the thing. That's why I was okay with getting these steelbooks instead of getting the digibook or the anthology, because I didn't really like the third or fourth movies that much. A lot of people thought the third movie was pretty good. I was never really that big of a fan of that one. The only ones I really liked and remember very much of are the first Batman movie and Batman Returns. And love this one. This is actually a pretty good one for Christmas too. I maybe it's set around Christmas, but mostly it's just set during a wintry time, and that's kind of fun for Christmas, I guess, time of year. And the back I really like here has the original photos here of Batman, Catwoman, and Penguin, played by the Danny DeVito. Not Danny DeVito, the Danny DeVito. So, yeah. Very nice steelbook. Very nice. I believe that for those steelbooks, the Batman and Batman Returns, I paid $10, while the original The Dark Knight and the Batman Begins steelbooks, I paid $5 each. Gave away one of the ones coming up soon in the D's. Sorry. But yeah. If you're wondering why I went Batman, then Batman Begins, then Batman Returns, it's just the titles alone. B, 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 R. I mean, when you look at how it works in alphabetical order, that's how you do it. So, yeah. Anyway. Next up, we have Beetlejuice. How could you not have Beetlejuice in your collection? If you don't have Beetlejuice in your collection, oh shit, I just called him. Shit. There's something wrong with you. But yes, it's a hilarious movie. Got some interesting special features in that it has 3 episodes of the animated Beetlejuice TV series, which you can now, of course, get on DVD. I've thought about getting that DVD set, but not quite sure yet. Still, nice to have a few episodes on the Blu-ray. Which, by the way, looks very nice. The Blu-ray is very nice. Next up, another Criterion edition, one that I believe most people have, because it's probably the cheapest Criterion edition of any movie out there on Blu-ray. It is The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Now, a lot of people did not like this movie. I loved it. I thought it was great. It was one of the greatest movies around at the time that it came out, in my humble opinion. And I was really glad to see a Criterion edition done for this, although it isn't your typical Criterion, and that's probably why it was it became so cheap. I saw this for $5 at one point. So anytime you can get a Criterion for $5, that's usually like, buy it. If you haven't bought it, then you should buy it, because you're never going to see that deal again. But yeah, for a Criterion edition, it actually is very nice. I think the reason that it dropped so much in price is that they probably just made too many copies of it. The print run of it was much larger than most Criterion print runs. So, yeah. Anyway, very nice. Glad to have it. And next up we have Tom Hanks in Big. They've done a few different versions of this since I got this one. But yeah, this is one of the versions, I guess. I mean, I think it's the same print. It's the same quality print that is on all the Blu-rays of Big out there right now. But this is just one of those. So, yeah. I wanted it in my collection. I saw it for like $7 or $8 and I picked it up. Special features include theatrical version and extended cut. Big brainstorming audio documentary by writers and co-producers Gary Ross and Ann Spielberg. 8 deleted scenes, including 5 with intros by director Penny Marshall. Exclusive featurettes, Big Beginnings, Chemistry of a Classic, The Work of a Play, AMC backstory on Big, and Carnival Party news wrap. So there's a lot of stuff on this for a pretty damn good price. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. I like to watch that one during the holiday season too. I don't know, it's just one of those movies that feels kind of holiday-ish. And of course, you know me, how could I not have the Big Lebowski digibook? It is sexy. It is fantastic. Look at it. Smell it. And this is just a really nice digibook for a really awesome movie. The quality of the transfer is okay, not great, nothing to write home about too much, but I just really like this. As you can see, this rug here really ties the Blu-ray together. I love this movie, so I knew I had it out on Blu-ray the second that it came out, and the second that it came out, I paid like $15 to have it, and I don't regret a damn thing. Very good, very cool. Because I believe this is, yeah, it's a limited edition. I don't think there are many of these out there anymore. So, anyways. Next up, Big Trouble in Little China. I showed this on my Black Friday haul. It comes with this nifty slipcover. Looks very nice. But underneath it's just the basic edition. So, yeah. But still, very nice. I actually just saw this for the first time this year and loved it so much that I knew I had to have it. Next up, The Birds. Looks very nice on Blu-ray. Watched it for Halloween. Very good movie. One of Hitchcock's classics, one of his best. And I loved it. And as you can see, the disc art actually looks a lot better than this artwork here. But whatever, what are you going to do? The cool thing about this is that most movies, Blu-rays that come out like this, the older classics, to my knowledge, they don't come with UV codes, really. Most of the UV codes that you see are for newer movies. But because this is a newer release of an older movie, it comes with UV code. So, if UV codes are your thing, and you want to watch some of the older classic movies from Hitchcock, there you go. You have a method for doing so. Next up is a movie that I've been wanting to watch again for a little while now. And I might just make my friend Brandon watch it with me. Black Swan. When this came out, I gave it a 9 or 10 out of 10. That's how much I loved it. It was just such a good movie. But I haven't seen it since then, regardless of picking it up on Blu-ray. So I just feel like I have to watch it again to see if I like it as much as I did when I first saw it. I thought it was just a fantastic movie, with a lot of subtext, subtle stuff going on behind the scenes that most people wouldn't pick up on. So I can understand why a lot of people didn't like it, but I feel like it's a pretty cool movie. I might get back to you on this one to let you know if my thoughts have changed at all. Who knows? Black Swan. Got it last Black Friday for $6, I think. Blade Runner. The nice little digibook here. Comes with a little booklet inside, a little digibook. And a 3-disc set. Disc 1, Disc 2, and Disc 3. Which has, you know, all the different cuts of Blade Runner across 3 discs. So 30th Anniversary Collector's Edition. Very nice. I believe I've only ever seen one cut. And my friend Sean, Zernizer, he's a huge fan of the movie, and he's been talking about getting me to watch the other versions of the movie with him. So, well, I have it on Blu-ray. I'm ready to go. Anytime, Sean. Anytime. Blade Runner. Next up, Blade Blazing Saddles, a classic comedy from Mel Brooks, one of the funniest men in Hollywood ever. And this is just a great parody of westerns, and it's absolutely hilarious, and the humor stands the test of time. If you like westerns at all, you just got to see this one. It's just hilarious, and it's really easy to find. Like this is, I've seen it for dirt cheap, years after year after year. You really have no excuse not to be able to get it on Blu-ray, and the transfer is pretty damn good. Next up, we have Blues Brothers with the nifty little slipcover. Underneath the discs. This has the theatrical and extended versions of the movie, and I liked it very much. Very much. I have yet to see the Blu-ray, actually. I bought it from a friend and then didn't watch it. So I guess I have to watch the Blu-ray now. Hey! See, I got all these Blu-rays in my collection because they're movies that I love, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to watch them immediately after I buy them. I bought it just this year. It just means that now I have in my collection, now whenever I feel like watching one of my favorite classic movies, there it is. It's Blues Brothers. How can you go wrong? Next up, Boondock Saints. I remember my brother originally showing this movie to me when it first came out on DVD, when it was like still somewhat of a phenomenon, so to speak. Like not a social, I don't know if I would say social media phenomenon, but like, you know, it was like a cult classic. Not even a classic. It was just a cult movie that a lot of audiences, particular audiences, were becoming very fond of. And I had never even heard of it. And then he showed it to me, and I was like, wow, that's a pretty freaking awesome movie. Watching it now with my understanding of cinema and whatnot, I guess it's not as good, but whatever. Like, it's still a lot of fun. I can't complain when I'm having as much fun as I do watching this movie. So, yeah. This is the 10th anniversary Truth and Justice edition with the extended director's cut in high def. Audio commentary with the writer and director and actor Bill Connolly. Deleted scenes, Boondock Saints, the film and the phenomenon, and outtakes. So, pretty nice edition to have. I believe I got it for about $5. So, yeah. Next up, one that I need to get a new version of because it's the old rental version that I picked up for like $4 when Blockbuster was going out of business. Book of Eli. Now, The Book of Eli is a great movie. I absolutely love it. And this is a pretty good Blu-ray. But because it's the rental, it doesn't really come with any special features. So I have to get the regular edition of the Book of Eli in order to get the special features, and I will do that eventually. But yeah, for now at least I have this edition. Can't complain too much. Brave on Blu-ray. I got this, I believe the year it came out, on a Black Friday sale from Amazon for $9 or somewhere around there. And yeah, very pleased. This is a pretty damn good movie. I did not expect it to be as good as it was, but it was very good and I enjoyed it. When it comes to Pixar, I knew you can't really go wrong. Even though I hadn't seen it before and bought it sight unseen for $9, it was just one of those things where it's Pixar. It's hard to go wrong with Pixar. They do a lot of stuff. Most of the stuff they do is great. And if it's not great, then it's at least pretty good. So I knew that going into it, so I knew I could expect at least some quality from it. And yeah, I liked what I got. So, very nice. Very nice. There are two more here. I got this one, I believe, for $5 and have yet to actually look at it. But it's the Sapphire Series edition of Braveheart, which to my understanding, this is an amazing print, an amazing quality transfer of the movie on Blu-ray. And it's one of those that's like, oh, you don't think you need Blu-ray? Well, check this out. Very nice. Came with the slipcover. Got it for $5. I believe I got it during one of Best Buy's trade and save events, which they no longer do, probably because they were losing money on it. But yeah, Braveheart on Blu-ray. Last but not least, yes, I'm finally freaking done after 25 minutes. We have Buried. I got this for like $4 from, or less, from Go Hastings. And I got it because I had recently watched it on Netflix Instant, and I really loved it. Because it's a movie that takes place in just one location, so it's literally just, one shot, one location, and you don't really see that very often with movies. And I felt like Ryan Reynolds really shows off his ability to act dramatically in this movie. A lot of people didn't like it. I felt like it was freaking excellent. And I feel like the criticisms of this movie are very unwarranted because people are complaining actually that the movie only takes place in one location. And it's like, well, yeah, but do you know how hard that is to do? I mean, you think it's easy just to be able to tell. Do you really think it's easy to be able to tell a story in one location and keep people riveted and entertained? I mean, that's the thing. It's not that easy. And I don't understand if people weren't riveted or entertained because this is a very entertaining movie. So, yeah. I love me some suspense movies. I love like Hitchcock movies, and this genuinely to me felt like a Hitchcock movie. So, yeah, couldn't complain. It also reminded me a little bit of The Vanishing. So, if you've seen The Vanishing and you haven't seen this, then you definitely need to see this. Very good movie. Amazing performance from Ryan Reynolds. I really don't understand why people don't like that movie. But anyways, finally we are done with the B section. I'm telling you, these videos are going to be long because my Blu-ray collection is getting pretty freaking massive. So each letter of the alphabet is going to have a substantial amount of Blu-rays for me to talk about. Just be prepared. Anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you later. Peace.